Gotta tell ya, after this and Collateral, there is no way in hell I will ever work in public transportation in Los Angeles for the rest of my life, because there seems to be a 100% guarantee that you will definitely end up killing someone. Stuber is directed by Michael Dowse, and this film stars Kumail Nanjiani and Dave Bautista, and this movie follows a man named Stu, an Uber driver living in Los Angeles in an attempt to pay for a small business that he is starting with a girl that he likes. But on one fateful afternoon, an LAPD detective commandeers the Uber that he is driving in order to take down a local drug dealer. In recent years, there has been actually quite a few action comedies surrounding police officers, ranging in quality all the way from really good to really bad. But there was an element of this film that actually had me looking forward to this movie specifically, and that is because of its two leads. Kumail Nanjiani, as I'm sure many of you are aware by this point, was absolutely excellent in the Oscar-nominated The Big Sick, and also was quite good in this year's Men in Black International, a film that I wasn't too keen on, but he definitely was one of the highlights of that movie. And of course you have Dave Bautista, who has been really consistently excellent in all of the supporting roles that we've typically seen him in, specifically as Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously, but then you also have films like Blade Runner 2049 and Hotel Artemis, again, another movie that I didn't particularly enjoy, but he was a standout in. Both of these actors have the ability to elevate even the most mediocre material. And in Dave Bautista's case, this is really the first time that we've seen him be able to take on a primary role in a film. And thankfully, the best thing about this film are its two leads, and the dynamic not only between the two actors, but the characters as well. These two work together so well on screen, and the way that their personalities contrast with each other actually takes up a lot of the runtime of this film. So these two differing and completely polar opposite personalities. In the case of Kumail's character, you have this pretty timid guy who's very unsure of himself and doesn't really have the confidence to go up to this girl that he really likes and express himself and tell his true feelings about her. And this is contrasted with Bautista's character, who is this ultra super macho guy who doesn't really have a great relationship with his daughter because he is so dedicated to his work. So what you have are these two characters who are essentially the antithesis of each other, which results in a story that is actually pretty relevant and actually pretty topical and dissects toxic masculinity in a way that I really wasn't expecting at all going into this movie. And I think the way in which they go about dissecting this topic was, again, a lot more profound than I had expected going into this movie. I didn't expect this film to dissect the cultural definitions of what we perceive masculinity to be. But thankfully, not only does this movie have some actual narrative weight to it, but it's actually really funny. As I said, both of the leads work really well together in this film. Also, there is some pretty shockingly brutal violence in this movie that more oftentimes than not is hysterical. And the action sequences in this film actually work quite well. It's all shot well, and it doesn't have this overuse of jump cuts or frenetic handheld action. With this film, there's not really too much to say about Stuber. Everything this film aims to reach, I feel like it accomplishes. The two leads of this film are funny, the action is solid, but I think one of the best elements of Stuber is that this film has a lot of heart to it and a great message at the center of it. This movie is not trying to win Best Picture or anything like that, but I think it's actually surprisingly profound. It's very funny, and the two leads of this film work so well together. So I feel like if you are wanting to see Stuber, I feel like this movie delivers everything that it sets out to accomplish. So did you guys see Stuber? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video. And if you did, you can click on the link down below and subscribe to my channel to see more movie reviews and movie related things. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.